The six-pillared Uspensky Cathedral, with its high-hipped bell tower, is one of the oldest Orthodox churches in Russia. During the 17th century, the great troubles which threatened to destroy Russian statehood were put to an end in the Holy Trinity Ipatiev Monastery. The Resurrection New Jerusalem Monastery was founded in 1656 to recreate the holy places of Palestine on Russian soil. It was created in the image of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. One of the oldest and most beautiful monasteries near Moscow is the Ascension of David Deserts. All the churches are painted in joyful colors, and the monks breed fish in its pond. The fortification church's main entrance, 3 in 1. European medieval architecture has nothing similar. Today, the Golden Gates are one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. Many Moscow metro stations are monuments of history and culture. The first line of the Moscow Metro was opened on May 15, 1935. Since 1955, the metro has been named in honor of Vladimir Lenin. The Music House has an area of about 42,000 square meters. The capabilities of this unique musical center are truly immense. The center is able to accommodate all existing genres of music. Peter I was a great Russian Tsar and the first emperor of the Russian Empire. He is one of the most outstanding statesmen in world history. The Bolshoi Theater is one of the largest in Russia and one of the most important theaters in the world of opera and ballet. Over the period of 1952 to 2004, this house on the Kotelnitsky embankment was the tallest residential building in Moscow, with a height of 176 meters. The Worker and Collective Farmer is an outstanding monument of artistic endeavor, which was created for the Soviet Pavilion at the World Exhibition in Paris in 1937. The rocket booster Vostok is one of the leading symbols of the genius of Russian engineering. The finals of the World Cup 2018 will be held at the Luzhniki Stadium. The Zhivopisny Bridge. New technology and originality of construction have permitted it to magnificently decorate the landscape that dominates this area of Moscow. The construction of Moscow City is the first step in creating a new district of Moscow called the Big City. This new area will be called Moscow City 2. It will have a total area of around 1,000 hectares. The Rostov Kremlin, located on the shores of Lake Nero in the city of Rostov in the Yaroslavl region, is one of the most majestic and fantastically beautiful Kremlins in all of Russia. The Novodevichy Convent in the territory of Moscow is a working Orthodox monastery for women, while at the same time being a branch museum of the State Historical Museum. In the Middle Ages, the Trinity Sergeyevsky Monastery played a prominent role in the political life of Rus and was a source of support for the government and the people. It participated in the struggle against the Tatar-Mongol oppression, fighting against the supporters of the false Dmitry II in the time of troubles. The names of the officers who died in the War of 1812 are inscribed on the walls of the Cathedral of Christ the Savior. This house of worship can be considered the collective tombstone of the Russian Imperial Army soldiers who were killed in the war with Napoleon. Located in special showcases in the building of the Museum Memorial Complex, known as Victory Park, are the Books of Remembrance, 385 volumes in which the names of the people who died during the most bloody war in human history are inscribed. In 1976, the State Ethnographic Museum in the open air was established on the grounds of the estate of Vasilyeva. It is speculated that St. Vasilius Cathedral was built by Western European artisans, hence the unique style that combines the traditions of Russian architecture and the European styles of the Renaissance. The Russian Kremlin is the pride of our Russian land. The Izmailova Kremlin Ensemble has been recreated from drawings and engravings of the royal residence of the 15th to 17th centuries. Red Square is the most important square of the country and the arena for many important events in Russian history and in the history of the Soviet state. Today, Red Square is a venue for the main festivals of Russia. Moscow is one of the most interesting and rich cities in its cultural and historical heritage. It is the capital of the Russian Federation and one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Welcome to Russia.